out of the backfield after the play break. He's well defended, then they rallied to the football very quickly. Got him stopped short of the first down. The holding penalty, I don't blame him. Would have backed the Panthers up further, but 4th and 5, I think you take that and try to get the football back.
Kuhter on to punt it for UNI. The return man awaits inside their 15. Kuhter will punt it from about the Panther 38, and now a penalty flag dropped. And is that a delay of game?
I think so.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
That'll back UNI up 5 yards. On a delay of game, it'll move them back to their own 44, where Kuhter will re-punt it. Return man that's back now is Darius Shepard. They had Trey Dempsey back there on where they thought they'd probably go fair catch, but now they got a dangerous return man in it. Darius Shepard, as he'll stand out near their 20-yard line to return this.
15-23.
They want to put 5 seconds back up on the game clock from 14-18 to 14-23 here in the second quarter in a scoreless game. Kuhter will catch this snap at about his own 30, step forward and boom this thing away back to North Dakota State. Good snap to him. Put the foot to it. Hit a beauty. High, deep, wobbly spiral. And a fair catch by Shepard at their 6-yard line.
Hey, this worked out pretty good for the Panthers. If I'm counting, Gary, he didn't know where he was, I don't think, because he backed it up. You put your heels on a 10, and you fake like you're going to fair catch it and hope it bounces into the end zone. A break for the Panthers there.
And able to accept that 5-yard the 5-yard delay of game and let Kuhter just bang one. Just boom one.
Heck with that pooch one. I'm booming. Yeah, great job by him, too.
I think that is Kuhter's 12th punt of the year of 50-plus yards. Timeout on the field, 14-16 left to go in the first half. UNI nothing. North Dakota State nothing. They're going to give him a pretty good spot of the football. They're going to put the football at the 7-yard line. He caught that, it looked like between the 5 and 6, Petey, but they're going to put it at the 7. All right, that's where the Bison get it when we come back. Kuhter on to punt it from inside his own 15. There's the snap to Sam. A little rugby-style punt. End over end kick. Shepard, a fair catch call. Got it. Had to go low to catch it. Outside the 35 of the Bison at their 38. They'll place it at the 38 of North Dakota State, and they'll have it right there, 1st and 10. They brought 7 and 8 guys.
Yeah, they're bringing pressure. That's the answer they're going to give to it. Last time, Bradley Moore needs to make that block, and he knows that he's mad at himself, just didn't get it done.
Here's the punt by Kuhter. Got it away. High, wobbly spiral. Shepard, fair catch. Outside their 25 at the 27-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Bison with 2:06 to go in the half. Tied at 7.
Yeah, nice punt by Kuhter, Gary. No chance for return. Good hang time. Kuhter did over 45 yards on that one. So that was good defense by North Dakota State. And they have a good defense. You know that. You just look back and you go, man, you just can't give them up points. Punt it away. Give it by choice, not by having the turnover like that. Otherwise you're still sitting with a 7-0 lead. As it is, it's tied up.
Kuhter will punt it from about his own 25. Got the snap, put the foot to it, a driving spiral. Backs up Shepard all the way inside his own 15. He's going to return it, broken tackle, and now a flag comes out. Shepard to the near side 30, to the 40, 50, down the near sideline, and tackled inside the Panther 25, but I think it's coming back. A yellow flag, a hanky at the 12-yard line of North Dakota State, and all that may have gone for naught by Darius Shepard.
Locked in the back. Return team. Number 2. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
They call it on Dom Davis, a backup defensive back for North Dakota State. So instead of having it inside the Panther 25, 1st and 10, they'll bring it all the way back inside the North Dakota State 12. Probably should take it near the 6-yard line. Panther will have to bring the punt team on. They're faced with a 4th and 21 back at their own 8-yard line after the sack of Eli. North Dakota State's going to improve to 8-0 and remain unbeaten in the Missouri Valley Football Conference at 5-0 with 3 to go. Panthers will go to 4-4. Here's the spiral punt. They had nobody back to return it. The Bison did. This is going to turn out to be a long punt. It's going to roll inside the 20 and roll dead at the 15-yard line. Punted from the 8. So I got to figure that out. That's a long one. That's a
42, and
then I got 35, a 77-yard punt. Oh, they're going to put it at the 16.
Yeah.
That's a 76-yard punt.
That'll help his average.
By Mr. Kuhter.
Didn't somebody in the league kick a 90-yarder last week?
Indiana State's punter did.
That's
90-yarder.
That's unreal.
Kuhter says, I can match that, but he came up a little short. He had a 76-yarder right there. The Bison will just have to snap it once, maybe twice. Under a minute to play, 56 seconds to be exact. 4th and 6, UNI from their own 17. No walk-off on the hit, and Sam Kuhter's got to come on and punt it for the Panthers. He'll punt it from his own 5. Got it away. It's a short, wobbly kick. Hits at the 50. It's grabbed by the return man, and he's tackled immediately at the 44-yard line of the Missouri State Bears. It was Dion Holloman, their dangerous return guy, that grabbed that thing on a bounce and got tackled immediately by Keelan Brookins at the 44-yard line of MSU, and that's where the Bears offense has it, trailing 6-0 with 4:45 left to play in this first quarter. Rush, the punt return man for the Missouri State Bears, stands at about their 38 or 39-yard line. Sam Kuhter straight on punt try here. Wobbly spiral, rush, fair catch at the 38 or near the 39.
It looked like he just lost his foot. It almost looked like he lost his shoe the way he was put down. Like when he made cut, just lost his footing, and it was the intended receiver, Rival was, but it just sailed harmlessly out of bounds after he fell down.
Panthers have to punt the football away as Kuhter puts the foot to this. Is a low driving spiral. It's going to hit it about the 40-yard line of the Bears. It will take a UNI roll as Rush just got away from that punt, and it rolls dead at the 30-yard line of Missouri State, so it worked out pretty good. Even though it was a low, very low driving spiral punt into that wind off the foot of Sam Kuhter. Media timeout on the field. Stay with us. We come back with more UNI Panther football live from Springfield, Missouri after this. Averages just over 43 yards a punt. He's had an outstanding season as the Panther punter. Set to go after the timeout with the Bears. Snap to Kuhter. Gets it away. High end over end kick. Comes to the near sideline. It's going to hit at the 2, and the Panthers cannot save it from going into the end zone. It does go into the end zone for the touchback, and the Bears will have it at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. With 9:56 left to play.
Yeah, Jag High and Austin Evans down there again, and it just looked like they maybe lost it in the lights. They couldn't figure out exactly where the ball was. It took that hop, it hit on the field of play. It was a heck of a placement by Kuhter, hitting it right about, the 2-yard line or so, but they couldn't locate the football and find it before it bounced into the end zone.
1st and 10 for the Bears. Sam Kuhter on to punt it for the UNI Panthers. He comes on for the first time today. McClendon and Pugh, twin safety return men, back for Indiana State. Pugh stands back near the midfield stripe. Kicking it from his own end zone as Kuhter got it away. A wobbly kick that hits at about the 50, and then Pugh grabs it at the Sycamore 44 and goes down right there. He just caught it and went down to the turf as a Panther punt coverage guy was bearing down on him. And the Sycamores will have it. 1st and 10 for Indiana State at their own 40. 28 seconds on the clock is where they got it stopped. The ball at the 34 of UNI. 4th and 15. And what are the Panthers going to do?
They're going to punt. They're getting the punt team lined up down. I think we've only seen Kuhter one time tonight, haven't we, Gary? The Panthers just punted the football once.
Sam Kuhter comes on to punt it in the closing seconds of this game.
Yeah, he had one punt for 44 yards. That kid, that's another senior that is going to be missed, no question about it. He's had a great senior year, Sam Kuhter.
Averaging over 43 yards a punt. and 21 inside the opponent's 20. He'll get it away. They came after him, and he got it off and hit a beauty. Deep spiral, and the catch, and a flag on the UNI Panthers' Nikolai Jaghai. And Nikolai acts like he got shaken up on the play, maybe cramped up right there. As the tackle, he hit the return man just a hundredth of a second early, and I think he got flagged as there's penalty markers on the play. The return man caught it at the 17-yard line.
Kick catching interference, number 24, kicking team. 15 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
So they'll tack on 15 yards from the 18 of Indiana State.
Well, let's hope he didn't get hurt. He's been doing a good job for him at that safety spot in place of A.J. Allen, who was also banged up.
They put it at the 33-yard line of the Sycamores, where it's 1st and 10 with 19 seconds to play. UNI's going to win it. They lead 41-3. Out across the 24, and we're going to get a look at Sam Kuhter here coming up, because he'll have to come on and punt this on 4th and about 3 for the UNI offense. Agbai Iroha, the solo tackle for Monmouth. Panthers just conservative there with 3 running plays, so they'll go 3 and out for the first time today, and we get our first look at Panther punter Sam Kuhter.
He's had a good year, no question about it. He's been a factor in a lot of ball games, getting the other team poor field position.
That's how good the Panther offense has been today. They have scored pretty much every possession. Here's the punt by Kuhter. Wobbly deep spiral, grabbed by Castronova, and he got a yard or so on the return, out to about the 38-yard line of the Monmouth Hawks, and we'll get immediate timeout on the field. Stay with us. More football left to go. 11:05 left to play in the game. UNI 46, Monmouth nothing. 4th and 6, 45 of the Hawks, and punter Sam Kuhter's in.
Yeah, that looked to me like he threw it too far outside too, Gary, that he wouldn't have really had a chance to come down in the field of play. He made a good effort to go get the football, but it looked to me like he landed on the purple out of there, which is a couple yards out of bounds.
Kuhter stands just outside the UNI 40 to punt this football. Puts the foot to it, high end over end kick, and they're going to let it hit inside the 10. It's going to take a Monmouth bounce and come all the way out to the 20-yard line, where the Panthers finally get a touch on it and down it, and they may place it out at the 22 or 23. Wow. They're going to put it at the 22-yard line, where Ellerson Smith was finally able to corral the football.
He had just what you wanted as far as, the backward spin on there, and it hit about on the 8 or 9 yard line and pounded clear back. It was too good a punt by Kuhter, too much reverse English on that time.
How do they do that? Hold the football.
You're asking me. I can't kick it. I have no idea.
I thought you were the kicking coach back in your day.
Don't make me laugh.
You were kicking something anyway. Initial drive stalls out, and they got to punt the football.
Yeah, the penalty just couldn't overcome that. Trying to hit more, and it looked like also Backus, the strong side linebacker, had pretty good coverage there too.
Here's the punt by the Panthers, Sam Kuhter. Not a good one, off the side of his foot. Ball goes out of bounds. Far boundary, and the Jackrabbits are going to get pretty good field position on a short punt by Kuhter. Going to say it went out at the 30-yard line of the Jackrabbits, and we'll take that. That's not a bad placement of that punt, Coach.
Yeah, but that's uncharacteristic for Kuhter. He's been fantastic all year, but that one wasn't his best effort.
Timeout on the field. 7:41 left to play in this first quarter. Jackrabbits lead UNI 3-0. Back after this. This is UNI Panther.
Crossing route, and just not enough time for Dunn.
Kuhter on to punt it for UNI in a 4th and 10. High end over end short kick. It'll be grabbed at the 16-yard line by the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Marquez Lewis. And it's 1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits at their own 16 with 9:22 to play in the half. South Dakota State 13, UNI 7. Let's let our network stations identify themselves. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Panther Playoff Football, driven by Ford from Learfield. 3 minutes left to play in the first half, already leading 19-7.
Need Kuhter to put one here, Gary. He hasn't been sharp on his first 2 punts.
Kuhter, 5 yards deep in the end zone, catches it, little rugby style, gets it away, a wobbly kick, and it's going to be grabbed on a fair catch at the UNI 44-yard line by Marquez Lewis. The Panther punt team will have to come on as the drive will stall out at the Jackrabbit 41-yard line. 10:47 on the clock here in the third quarter. And the Panthers moved it into Jackrabbit territory, but could not convert on a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, just couldn't overcome that second sack on that drive that time. Did a good job of covering Therese Fountain over there. I think they switched coverages on Eli there right at the last second.
Here's the punt by Kuhter, end-over-end kick, a high short kick that's going to hit and take a UNI roll, get that thing down, and they did at the 2 near the 3-yard line. That thing hit just outside the 10. All the Jackrabbits got away from it, and the Panthers' Keelan Brookins downed it at the 2-yard line of the Jackrabbits, and that's where SDSU will have it for the first time in this second half. 1st and 10. We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a break. Stay with us. A lot of playoff football left here this afternoon in Brookings, South Dakota. Jackrabbits lead UNI 26-7. This is UNI Panther playoff football, driven by Ford from Learfield.